Good morning, students. Hello, we are going to learn about the topic cell, the unit of life. You know, cell is the unit of life. Why it is called as unit of life? Because it forms the body of every living organism. No less than cell have independent life. Therefore, cell is called as unit of life. Every living organism's body is made up of cell. So, today you are going to learn about the types of cells and the structure and function of the cell. So, here you can see the cells: plant cells, animal cells, prokaryotic cells, eukaryotic cells, etc. Yes, what is the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell? Can you tell? What is the difference between prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell? Prokaryotic cell means the cell of bacteria. Eukaryotic cell means the cells of plants and animals, and protist cell is the eukaryotic cell. What is actually difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell? Prokaryotic cell do not have true nucleus and nuclear membrane. This structure is absent in the prokaryotic cell, while in case of the eukaryotic cell, the nucleus and nuclear membrane is found. This is the main difference between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. You know very well what are the examples of prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells are bacterial cell, mycoplasma cell, PPLO cell. What is the long form of PPLO? Pleuropneumonia like organisms having prokaryotic cells. Bacteria also having prokaryotic cell. Mycoplasma also having prokaryotic cell, and PPLO also having prokaryotic cell. Means in these cells nuclear membrane is absent, while in case of eukaryotic cell nuclear membrane is present. Nucleus is covered by nuclear membrane. This is the main difference between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. What is the example of eukaryotic cell? Plant cell is the example of eukaryotic cell. Animal cell is the example of eukaryotic cell, and the paramecium, body of amoeba is also example of eukaryotic cell, because here in this cell nucleus is covered by or bounded by nuclear membrane. But here in the prokaryotic cell nuclear membrane is absent. In the prokaryotic cell, in the prokaryotic cell the covering present around the cell is made up of plasma membrane, and this covering show encroachment, that is known as mesosome. This mesosome is responsible for respiration. The same function is performed here in the eukaryotic cell, that is in the plant cell and animal cell, with the help of mitochondria. And here in case of the prokaryotic cell, the nuclear membrane is absent, the genetic material is naked. Genetic material means the circular, double stranded, circular DNA It is the genetic material of the bacteria and every prokaryotic cell, and this genetic material is not covered by the nuclear membrane. This is the main difference. Additional double stranded small DNA is also found here in the prokaryotic cell, which is known as plasmid, which is absent in the eukaryotic cell. And another thing which is present here in the prokaryotic cell is ribosome. These ribosomes are 70S ribosomes. 70S ribosome present in eukaryotic cell also, but they are found inside the mitochondria and chloroplast. Here inside the mitochondria and chloroplast, the 70S ribosome is present. In addition to that, in the cytoplasm, 80S ribosomes are found in the eukaryotic cells. See here, and these granules are present which contain synoviacin granules, phosphate granules, glycogen granules are present. So, this is the prokaryotic cell and this is the eukaryotic cell. Here in the eukaryotic cell, nucleus is covered by nuclear membrane, and inside the nucleus there is a DNA, and inside the nucleus there is a nucleolus. Nucleolus is surrounded by nucleoplasm, and the DNA present here inside the eukaryotic cell here in the nucleus, which is covered by nuclear membrane. And another difference is that in the prokaryotic cell this mesosome is present, in the eukaryotic cell this mesosome is absent. And in the eukaryotic cell many membrane bound cell organelles are found. Here in the prokaryotic cell non-membrane bound cell organelles are present. For example, 70S ribosome is present here inside the prokaryotic cell, 70S ribosome. This is the only cell organelle found here inside the prokaryotic cell. But in the eukaryotic cell, inside the mitochondria and chloroplast, 70S ribosome is present, but outside the mitochondria and chloroplast in cytoplasm, this 80S ribosome is present. 80S ribosome found here in the eukaryotic cell. 70S ribosome found in the eukaryotic cell as well as in the prokaryotic cell. Outer covering of the prokaryotic cell is made up of plasma membrane. This plasma membrane is followed by the covering which is known as cell wall. This cell wall is also found here in the plant cell, which is the non-living structure. Plasma membrane is the living structure, but the cell wall is non-living structure. Vacuoles also non-living structure, and this cell wall is externally covered by slime layer or glycocalyx. So, cell envelopes inside the prokaryotic cell are number 1, this glycosome or slime layer, which is made up of glycosome, and it is known as capsule, or it is also known as a slime layer, which is absent here in the plant cell as well as animal cell, that is in the eukaryotic cell. Slime layer is absent, capsule is absent. In the plant cell as well as animal cell, this plasma membrane is found. This plasma membrane encloses the cell organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. These cell organelles are found here. These are the endoplasmic reticulum. and Golgi bodies also found here. So, eukaryotic cell have the cell organelles such as endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, then Golgi body, then here inside the animal cell, endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, Golgi body present. The single membrane bound cell organelles present in the animal cell can be remembered as Gerlach, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome and vacuoles. These are single membrane bound cell organelles, single membrane bound cell organelles, and they forms endomembrane system. Single membrane bound cell organelles which are found here inside the animal cell and which communicate with each other, which help to each other in their function. Therefore, they are referred as endomembrane system. Endomembrane system include Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes and vacuoles. What is not found here in the endomembrane system? In the endomembrane system, these organelles such as mitochondria, ribosomes, peroxisomes, not included, nucleus not included here inside the endomembrane system. Mitochondria, ribosome, nucleus, these are not included in the endomembrane system, but endomembrane system include the Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes and vacuoles. Such structures are not found here in the prokaryotic cell. In the prokaryotic cell, only one cell organelle is found, that is called as ribosome, and this prokaryotic cell is found in the bacteria, then the pneumonia like cell organelle, PPLO, mycoplasma, etc. But eukaryotic cell having such a cell organelle, some cell organelles are single membrane bound cell organelle and some cell organelles are double membrane bound cell organelle. Let us list these organelles. Single membrane cell organelles are: number 1, Golgi body; number 2, endoplasmic reticulum; number 3, lysosome; number 4, Gerlach, vacuole. This can be remembered as the trick Gerlach, G-R-L, Gerlach, vacuole. Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes and vacuole. In the NEET examination and in many competitive examination, the question will be asked, which cell organelles are included in the endomembrane system and which cell organelles are not included in the endomembrane system. So, these cell organelles are included in the endomembrane system, and these are single membrane bound cell organelle. What are the another single membrane bound cell organelles? The single membrane bound cell organelles are also, there are cilia, flagella, these are the single membrane bound cell organelles. And non-membrane bound cell organelles are, what are the non-membrane bound cell organelles found in the animal cell as well as in the plant cell? In the animal cell, non-membrane bound cell organelle is ribosome. Number 2, in the animal cell, non-membrane bound cell organelle is centriole or centrosome. Centrosome or centriole. Number 3, the nucleolus. nucleolus is the non-membrane bound cell organelles. In the examination, the question will be asked, what are the cell organelles present in the animal cell which are non-membrane bound cell organelles? Non-membrane bound cell organelles. And what are the cell organelles that are double membrane bound cell organelles? Double membrane bound cell organelles. What are their names? Number 1, mitochondria. Number 2, nucleus, chloroplast, plastid, chloroplast or plastid, double membrane bound cell organelle. And the third cell organelle, that is nucleus, not nucleolus. These are the double membrane bound cell organelles. Ribosome, centriole, nucleolus, these are non-membrane bound cell organelle. And Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, vacuole, cilia, flagella, these are single membrane bound cell organelles found in the animal cell. In the plant cell also same cell organelles are found, which are double membrane bound. For example, in the plant cell chloroplast is present, which is double membrane bound, and in the animal cell double membrane bound cell organelles are only mitochondria and nucleus. In the plant cell, mitochondria plus chloroplast plus nucleus, these are the double membrane bound cell organelle. And what are the cell organelle which are non-membrane bound found in the plant only? That are ribosomes and nucleolus. Centriole or centrosome is absent in case of the plant cell. What are the cell organelles which are single membrane bound found in the animal cells? That are Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, vacuoles, cilia and flagella. Same cell organelles also found here in the plants also, which are single membrane. So, these cell organelles can be remembered as trick, Gerlho, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosome, vacuoles, because these cell organelles help to each other in their functions. Therefore, they are included here in the endomembrane system. What is meant by endomembrane system? Which cell organelles are included here in the endomembrane system and which cell organelles are not included in the endomembrane system. So, other cell organelles that are ribosome, centriole, nucleolus, nucleus, mitochondria, chloroplast not included in the endomembrane system because they do not help to each other in their function. So, they are not included here in the endomembrane system. In this manner, you have seen that what is the difference between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. In the prokaryotic cell, nucleus is not bounded by, nucleus is not covered by nuclear membrane. Genetic material occur in the form of only in the form of naked genetic material you will found here in the prokaryotic cell. And in the prokaryotic cell, the mesosome is present. In addition to that, ribosomes are present, but no other cell organelle is found. In the prokaryotic cell, plasmid is found. The plasmid is not found here in the eukaryotic cell. So, these are the differences between the prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. Now, you are going to learn about what is the difference between plant cell and animal cell. Can you tell what are the differences between the plant cell and animal cell? Animal cell and plant cell difference. So, it is a very simple difference. What is the difference between plant cell and animal cell? You can see plant cell having a covering around which is known as a cell wall. cell wall is present. In case of plant, in case of plant cell, cell wall is present. In case of animal cell, cell wall absent. Cell wall absent. What are the another differences? In plant cell, plastid or chloroplast is found. Chloroplast named plastid found present, and in case of the animal cell, this chloroplast or plastid is absent. Chloroplast absent except euglena. Euglena having plastid, but other animals do not having this plastid named as chloroplast. What are the another differences? In the plant cell, plasmodesmata is present. Plasmodesmata is present. While in case of animal cell, plasmodesmata absent. Plasmodesmata absent. What are the another differences? In the plant cell, the vacuoles are few in number and large in size. Vacuoles are few and large in size. While in case of animals, vacuoles are many. Vacuoles are many and small in size. See here, vacuoles are small in size. Vacuoles are also non-living structures, cell wall non-living structure, inclusion bodies non-living structure. So, these structures are found here in the plant cell and animal cell. What are the main differences here in the plant cell and animal cell? In the plant cell, nucleus is shifted to one end, to periphery due to presence of large sized vacuole, but here in the case of the animal cell, nucleus is situated in the center. In the animal cell, this nucleus is present in the center. In case of animal cell, centriole or centrisome is present. Centriole is present, while in case of plant cell, centriole is absent. Centriole, which is required for the cell division, is absent. Then how the cell of the plant divide? By forming cell plate. Plant cell can be divided, and in case of animal cell, centriole is present. With the help of centriole, the animal cell can be divided. So, these are the some differences between the plant cell and animal cell. You can see the differences by observing the cell. Here you can see the plant cell and animal cell. What are the differences here in the plant cell and animal cell? So, here you can see the difference between the plant cell and animal cell. So, what are the differences in the plant cell? What is present? What is absent? In the plant cell, centriole is absent, and what is present which is not found in the animal cell? Centriole is not found in plant cell, while in case of the animal cell, what is absent? Chloroplast is absent. So, this can be remembered while telling the differences between the plant cell and animal cell. You should tell that centriole is not found in the plant cell, but you can tell chloroplast is present in plant cell, not found in the animal cell. Chloroplast not found in animal cell. So, these are the main differences present here in the plant cell and animal cell. So, can you remember these differences between the plant cell and animal cell. Plant cell and animal cell, what are the differences? By showing the figure, you can see what are the differences between the plant cell and animal cell. So, these are the differences. You can see here the plant cell and animal cell can be remembered like this. See, this is the picture of the plant cell having large vacuole and nucleus is shifted to one end towards the periphery. Nucleus is not present in the center, and you can see here these are the plastids, chloroplast found here in the plant cell. Here you can see this is cell wall. This cell wall is not found in the animal cell. Plasma membrane found in both plant cell as well as animal cell. But what is absent here? What is absent in the animal cell? This cell wall is absent in the animal cell. You can see here cell wall is absent in the animal cell. And what is present here in the animal cell which is absent in the plant cell? This centriole is present in the animal cell, and this centriole is absent here in the plant cell. You can see here no centriole. Another thing is that plasmodesmata means the openings present in the cell wall of the plant. These plasmodesmata found in the plant only, plasmodesmata absent in the animal cells. So, these are the differences. Plastid is absent here, and vacuoles are very small in size, but their number is more. Vacuoles are present here, but number is more. This is also the difference. Golgi body in plant cell is called as a dictyosome. In the plant cell Golgi body is present, but it is called as a dictyosome. In the animal cell it is called as a Golgi complex or Golgi body, which help in protein synthesis. Protein modification can be done here, and here endoplasmic reticulum found in the plant cell as well as animal cell. The endoplasmic reticulums are of two types, the rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, these are the some differences which you have seen here in between the plant and animal cell. So, these microvilli you can see here in the animal cell, microvilli not found here in the plant cell. So, these are the differences. How to remember the differences between the plant cell and animal cell? That what is present in the plant cell, what is absent in the animal cell, what is present in the animal cell, what is absent in the plant cell, that you have to remember, and you have to give the differences. As the plant cells are green, plants are green because they have chloroplast, animal cell without chloroplast. These are the some differences between the plant cell and animal cell. And you know that prokaryotic cells means the cell of the bacteria, cell of the mycoplasm, cell of the PPLO. These are the bacterial PPLO cell. PPLO is about 0.1 to 0.3 μm in size, viruses 0.02 to 0.2 μm in size. Viruses are on the border of living and non-living. They are not the prokaryotic nor the eukaryotic cell. The typical bacteria cell is about 1 to 5 μm in size. Typical animal cell, eukaryotic cell, is of size 10 to 20. In the examination, the question will be asked, what is the largest cell in the animal kingdom? Largest cell in the animal kingdom is the ostrich egg. What is the smallest cell in the animal? In the animal kingdom or in the living thing, what is the smallest cell? That is mycoplasma cell, pleuropneumonia like cell. These are the smallest cells. And in case of human being, egg of human being is smallest cell.